Florida receives the most lightning strikes in North America. Scientists have recorded over 20 million lightning strikes in the continental United States, and Florida gets more than any other state. Florida is mostly surrounded by water, with the Gulf of Mexico to the west, the Straits of Florida to the south, and the Atlantic Ocean to the east. The water is warm, which means it can be very humid in Florida throughout the year. During the hot summer season, this mix of heat and humidity creates many thunderstorms. This pattern of storms and the lightning they often bring is predictable. It is so common that Florida has been called the lightning capital of the world. Fire is natural. Over billions of years, lightning and the fires lit by lightning on the ground have shaped our planet. Many planets and animals in Florida depend on fire, and they have adapted to the constant presence of fire. A plant called wiregrass is so used to fire that it germinates, or grows out of the seeds after a fire. The bare soil that remains after a fire is a soft and fertile soil bed. The wiregrass plant uses this soil bed to put down its roots. Without regular fires, wiregrass might be taken over by trees and other plants that grow faster and taller. An animal in Florida that likes to eat wiregrass is the gopher tortoise. Wiregrass is a big part of a gopher tortoise's diet, so regular fires mean gopher tortoises have a regular food supply. The gopher tortoise has adapted to fire by living and digging their homes, or burrows, in the ground. They don't have to dig very deep to escape a fire's heat, but their burrows can be almost 10 feet deep. These burrows provide great protection from fire, and other animals understand this too. Mice, frogs, and snakes have been found in burrows with a gopher tortoise. During fires, skunks, coyotes, and owls have often been found using burrows that gopher tortoises abandon. Fight fire with fire. Before people built roads and cities, a fire could just burn and extinguish naturally. Today, when lightning hits the ground in and around people's homes, fire can cause a lot of damage to houses or buildings, so firefighters work very hard to stop them. When they aren't fighting fires, some firefighters switch jobs and light fires on purpose. Don't worry, they are burning forests and grasslands, not where people live and work. To do this, they join something called a prescribed fire crew. Prescribed fire crews light fires for several reasons. One reason is to protect people from wildfires, and another is to maintain the ecosystems where species have adapted to the presence of fire. Although forest fires and grass fires can cause damage when they reach where people live and work, fire is necessary for many plants and animals around the world, not just for some of Florida's plants and animals. The fires prescribed fire crews set are carefully planned with clear start and end points. By regularly burning parts of a forest, they prevent larger wildfires. In some ways, they are fighting fire with fire because regular burning keeps the amount of fuel low. This fuel can be anything found in forests, like trees, leaves, and bushes. These fires are very helpful for the people that live close by and for the plants and animals that depend on fire. Question 1. Which state in the United States receives more lightning strikes than any other? A. Texas, B. Florida, C. New York, D. California. Number 2. Fires are an effect. Which is one cause? A. Lightning, B. Wiregrass, C. Gopher tortoises, D. The Gulf of Mexico. Number 3. Many plants and animals in Florida depend on fire. Which evidence from the passage supports this statement? A. Forest fires and grass fires can cause a lot of damage when they reach where people live and work. B. Prescribed fire crews set carefully planned fires with clear start and end points. C. Florida is mostly surrounded by water with the Gulf of Mexico to the west, the Straits of Florida to the south, and the Atlantic Ocean to the east. D. A plant called wiregrass uses the bare soil that remains after a fire to put down its roots. Number 4. How do prescribed fire crews fight fire with fire? A. They find homes for mice, frogs, and snakes during wildfires. B. They find homes for skunks, coyotes, and owls during wildfires. C. They live in a state with lots of lightning strikes. D. They light carefully planned fires to prevent larger wildfires. Number 5. What is this passage mostly about? A. Differences between the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. B. How thunderstorms are created from a mix of heat and humidity. C, fires in Florida and how they affect life there. D, why Florida is known as the lightning capital of the world. Number 6, read the following sentence. Many plants and animals in Florida depend on fire, and they have adapted to the constant presence of fire. What does the word adapted mean in the sentence above? A, burned to the ground. B, changed in order to live with. C, set carefully planned fires. D, surrounded by water on all sides. Number 7, choose the answer that best completes the sentence below. Lightning often strikes Florida. Fires are sometimes started. A, consequently. B, otherwise. C, such as. D, previously. Number 8, what do gopher tortoises eat?